It is March the 28th, a Friday night in the Bahamas, where in just a few days, March the 2nd, 2020, will be 7 months since we lost numerous amount of people to Hurricane Dorian. 7 months in, the government have decided not to bury our loved ones. So we, the ones that remain, that can't get any results from the government, we're gonna try in our own way, without any government input, any government involvement, to memorialize our loved ones. To date, the government has not been transparent with the people that went to the most deadliest storm in the history of the modern Bahamas. Nor to date has the government reached out to the people that lost their loved ones. But on March the 8th, at 3 p.m. in New Vision Church in Marsh Harbor, we are going to coordinate a vigil to commemorate our loved ones in a very special way. It has been long overdue to lay our loved ones to rest in some type of dignity. It is time to say goodbye to a dark chapter in the life and the loss of our loved ones. 7 months has been a long time. And trying to find the correct words, because it's so hurtful for people that has went through so much to have a government that can't even give you the right numbers, respectfully haven't reached out to people. So we, the Abaconians that don't come together for much, but we're asking all Abaconians that have missing ones, who know of ones that have lost ones in the trailer, we're asking all of you to attend this vigil, candlelight vigil, on March the 8th at 3 p.m. in New Vision Church. The people that we don't want there at all, because you see, they have decided to do their own thing with our loved ones. We don't have any input as of today. The ones that lost their loved ones have not got any input at all from the government or where they're going. 7 months is a long time. It's time to say goodbye. And I have been the spokesman when our members of parliament that we elect has been visibly missing. So during this vigil, I want to make sure that some other people are visibly absent. We don't want to see the Prime Minister of this country, the Right Honorable Hubert Minnis, the Most Honorable Hubert Minnis. This guy has been such a waste of going to the poll. You imagine the worst event to happen in this country, this modern day country. The Prime Minister of the Bahamas is out campaigning, trying to be re-elected as the Prime Minister of this country. And 7 months after the hurricane, the Prime Minister have not said one word about our dead, how they're gonna be buried. Not one word from this Prime Minister about so many that have lost their loved ones, have not reached out 1 day in 7 months. Also, we don't want to see Dr. Dwayne Sands. I've been a little hard on Dr. Sands, but Dr. Sands just was listening to the wrong people. He couldn't be everywhere. I wouldn't want his job for nothing in the world. But we don't want to see Dr. Sands nowhere near this vigil. Also, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Darren Henfield, the Member of Parliament for North Abaco, you're definitely not welcome. You're being visibly flying all over, but not 1 day yet. Darren Henfield and James Albury continue to be missing in action. We haven't had one single word from both members of Parliament for Abaco. James Albury, South and Central Abaco, not one word. Darren Henfield, also a minister, visibly absent, visibly quiet for 7 months. And the woman that seems to be the Member of Parliament, the minister responsible, Kay Forbes Smith, that has put Hiram Lewis in the crib, silenced him. She's now the bulldog in charge of burying our loved ones. But again, we haven't heard anything for her. She has gone out on the limb, hiring different funeral homes, but again, have not spoken to the loved ones. So we hope to God that we don't see Kay Forbes Smith nor Hiram Lewis anywhere in that church. We, the people of Abaco, will come together and remember this as a dark chapter in our lives, and remember that this FNM government and this Prime Minister will go down in history as the worst of the worst. No way in this modern world, in this hemisphere, that such tragedy has happened, and they have our loved ones in the back of the hospital like they're nobody's child. Not one word from the Prime Minister to date. 7 months. Darren Henfield, Member of Parliament that also has people from his district, not one single word. James Albury, it's best that he just shut up, because every time he opens his mouth, nothing comes out with sense. But I'm calling on the people of Abaco, all them other government officials, you all stay at bay. Kai Mills and the people of Abaco will bring some closure to one of the most horrific tragedy in the Caribbean. It's amazing that our Prime Minister went and cried for everybody else when a hurricane hit other parts of the Caribbean. But to date, he have not acknowledged the numbers, nor does he care about what has happened in Abaco 7 months in. He's one of these Kai Care video to the people of Abaco that are suffering under this FNM government and under this useless Prime Minister. It is time for us to come together, because we know of what this Prime Minister have said, have not said, and have not done for the people of Abaco. We don't expect anything from this government. Only thing we expect is for them to hurry up and call election so we could rid this country of this cancerous FNM government. So we're looking forward to seeing the residents of Abaco, not no political gathering. We are gonna memorialize our dead. Some love and dignity and respect that this government refused to do for our loved ones some 7 months in. This is an international disgrace on behalf of the government. We, the people of Abaco, shall and will bring closure to this chapter in our life without any participation of this absolutely weight-nothing government and the leader thereof. This one of these Kai Care video late Friday night trying to bring closure to this dark chapter in the life of Abaco and Abaconians. Kai Case, well, Dr. Minister, shaking the cowbells and rallying up the troop. We are still in mourning. How dare he start rallying without memorializing our dead? We shall do it without any help from the government. Kai Case, I have always been there for Abaconians, and I shall always be there for Abaconians because Kai still cares.